Okay, so here is my NBA playoff preview. I couldn't get it in last time. Well, it's not my previews, my predictions for the end of the season. First, we have Heat Pacers. The big three are just unstoppable, and against a team like the Pacers, easy Heat win. Then we have Chicago, Milwaukee. Brandon Jennings, great. They got Bogut, pretty good team, but not as solid as the Bulls. There's a win. Then we have Knicks Magic 3-6, and I'm gonna have to go with the upset Orlando Magic. I still remember the old New York Knicks mix in the playoffs, and even though they got rid of Carmelo and got Stoudemire, they let go of Billups. I think that's gonna come back to haunt them. The Magic with Dwight Howard, some great players like Jameer Nelson, upset. And we have Boston, Atlanta. I want to pick Atlanta so bad, but the Celtics are just a high-powered team. There is no way they won't get to the second round. So Boston advances. And over in the West, we have San Antonio, Portland. Gerald Wallace gonna have a big game, but you can't stop the Spurs. Manu Ginobili hitting threes like nothing. Tony Parker and Tim Duncan. There's a win. So no 8-seed upsets unlike last year. And then we have Oklahoma City versus Golden State. Now, Golden State is a surprise team this year. I've seen David Lee, Monte Ellis, Brandon Rush. They're a pretty decent team, and I'm surprised that I put them at 7, but I did. And Oklahoma City, just unbelievable young team. They have to go through the next round. Then we have, who was it? Let me check my standings again. Was the LA Lakers versus the Denver Nuggets. So Lakers Nuggets, I think we all know that I'm gonna pick the Lakers here. Kobe Bryant, it's just like the Celtics, you can't leave them out getting beat out in the first round. So they'll advance. Now 4 and 5 is the defending champion Dallas Mavericks against the Los Angeles Clippers. Now I was gonna have Eclipse out in the first round, but if you're Dallas, you want to get them. So that's what Eclipse. You would think I would pick them here. But a team that won free agency and has played pretty well so far, Golden State beating them again, I said surprise, good team this year. So far, it's an early start. I can't really say who's good and who's not yet. But from past years. So I'm going to have the Clips beating the Mavs. And now, yeah, Game 7. So, and you might be surprised, but I left the Hornets out of the playoffs. They just can't get in with Chris Paul. I just wanted to bring that up. Then, we have, in the next round, Miami, Orlando. Heat Magic. Magic are a pretty good team, but they can't stop the big three. There's absolutely no way. Heat advance. And I actually called the big two because I think Chris Bosh is overrated. Just saying. And then we have Bulls Celtics. Derrick Rose, unstoppable, and some people might actually call this an upset, but I'm picking the Bulls over the Celtics, advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals. Over in the West, we would have San Antonio and Clip Town. Winning free agency can only get you so far, and this is where the Spurs show that Memphis beating them last year was a fluke. They showed that earlier this season already by beating Memphis. But I think they'll show it again in the playoffs. So, and we have Lakers Thunder. This is a huge game for both teams. Last year, the Lakers lost here against the Mavs, who went on to win the NBA title. So, they're still high favorites this year. I was going to have them in, but after watching them lose to the Kings, that's pretty disappointing. The Kings are a good young team, but wasn't pretty. Now they're back at 2-2, and they're not going to be that way for long. They'll come back to the 3 seed. But the Thunder are a fantastic young team, like I said, and they'll beat the Lakers, head to the Western Conference title. So we have both number 1 and number 2 on each side, which is usually what I have my picks, surprisingly. Heat Bulls. This is a gigantic game. Same thing last year. But don't forget, the Chicago Bulls, what they did was they had the best record in the league after the season. Yeah. And when you do good things happen. And this is Chicago's time. Derrick Rose eliminates the Heat to win the Eastern Conference title. So over in the West, we have Spurs Thunder. Now, me having the Spurs my second favorite team, favorite in the West, you would think I would pick the Spurs, but I think Kevin Durant is amazing. I loved him in Texas, and I think there's no doubt that he will lead the Thunder to the Western Conference title. I think Kevin Durant will get seasonal MVP. They got guys like Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, surprisingly, even though, as you've seen in my last video, he missed those 2 free throws. So, NBA Finals, Bulls Thunder. This may surprise you, some of you. Battle of the 2 seeds. But Derrick Rose, NBA MVP. He was MVP in the season last year. Really young age, but he's going to do it with the Bulls. Carlos Boozer, Luol Deng. That's a team that can win the NBA Finals. And that's right, I didn't pick the Heat, or the Lakers, or the Celtics, or the Mavs. Chicago Bulls, NBA champions. There you have it. There's my full-out NBA preview. Took 2 full videos, 18 minutes, and I'm out. See ya. Wait, that wasn't enough build. See ya. There we go.